guys, so today's video is going to be another mystery makeup get ready with me. Yes, it's Monday. Yes, I guess I was trying to do these more occasionally, but I felt like filming one today. I am super hella tired today. I do have class in about an hour or so. Well, I have to leave for class in about an hour, so I had plenty of time to film something. I probably shouldn't be filming, but I do need to do my makeup, so figured might as well film it while I'm getting ready. I am just kind of working frantically on my paper, and since I'm getting ready for the day, it's pretty easy to just sit in front of the camera and film it. So for the primer base, I'm just going to be using the same primer. You guys don't really need to guess it because I used the same one anyway, and someone guessed it last week anyway, so it's the same exact one. It's a Smashbox 24-Hour Photo Finish Shadow Primer. And then for the, to set my eyes, it's the same duo that I used in the last video, the Marc Jacobs one, but no one guessed the actual name of it, so I'm not going to give away the actual name. You guys have to guess that still, because that's the point of Mystery Makeup Monday, so you guys do have to guess the name of it. Okay, so for eyeshadow, I'm going to be using just one of my single shadows from ColourPop for my transition shade. If you guys watch my videos, you should know what this shade is. So I'm just going to go in with that. I said ColourPop, of course, but whatever. It is a single shadow that I use all the time, so yeah. I know that I said the brand, but with single shadows, I feel like it's a little bit difficult to guess. If I don't give you guys the brand, so yeah, so I'm just going to use that and use that as my transition. So I'm just really stressed out about this paper. I was like sitting there super stressed last night. I didn't really sleep well last night, even though I was like pretty tired. I slept like a baby the night before, and then last night I probably only got like 3 or 4 hours of sleep. My body woke me up at like 7 in the morning, sweating like crazy. And I guess I just had woken up from like a vivid dream, or I was just overheating, because that does happen at night. Your body does sweat. I don't know, but I was like really mad that I couldn't fall back asleep after I like had suddenly woken up again. So yeah, I'm pretty tired. I probably look tired, so, but I thought filming would help me, you know, wake me up just a little bit. I don't have as many sleepless nights as I used to. It's probably only like a couple times a week now rather than like 5 days in a row. So I still get some pretty decent sleep lately, but I've still been having like sleeping problems. So I probably need to go to a doctor at some point. But I don't have the time to go to a doctor until I'm finished with school, which is after this Wednesday. So I only have 3 more days. After today, I have tomorrow, and I have hopefully you guys didn't see me open that. I don't think you did. I opened it down here. Hold on. Okay, you didn't. So for the eyeshadow palette, I'm using a palette that you can find at Sephora or Ulta. And it's a high-end brand. And it's a very popular high-end brand. They have really cute packaging. And it is a 9-pan eyeshadow palette, and this brand does make a lot of 9-pan eyeshadow palettes, like mini palettes. And that's basically all you're going to get. I'm going to tell you guys that the first shade that I'm using is called Nudie. I feel like they're going to be very easy to guess what this palette is, because I think everybody knows what this palette is, but I felt like diving into it today. I haven't really used it in quite a while, so I kind of wanted to just use it today. I'm only wearing my makeup for like a few hours today, so I did want to film something. I wanted to film after I got back from class today, but I feel like I really need all the time I could possibly use to do my paper later. So, because I actually formatted the paper yesterday, because like I wrote it originally in double-spaced. I wrote it double-spaced with, let me just, where the heck? In like 12 fonts, and the paper's supposed to be like an article article type of paper, like a newspaper article. So it's supposed to be columned, and it's supposed to be in 10-point font, and it's supposed to be single spaced. So by the time I actually formatted it, it's only 3.5 pages, but it only has to be technically like 4.5, because like 2 other pages are like the title page, and then like the last page is like your references. So that's already like 2 more pages, but I still have to fill up the page that I was trying to fill up last night. But like all I did last night was format it and write like another paragraph or two, because by that point I was getting really tired. And I was like, as long as I format the paper to see how long it is, like that's basically what my goal was last night. But I haven't really worked on it since like Friday afternoon, because I didn't have any time to work on it on Saturday. I don't know, I just feel like I've been working on it for the past like 2 weeks to try and get it done, and it's still not completely done yet, and I still have to do like a PowerPoint, so I'm like freaking out a little bit, excuse me. So for the crease shade, like the defining crease shade, I went in with Cashmere Bunny, and then for the outer corners, I'm going to go in with Sexpresso. You guys probably already guessed what this palette was, but whatever. Why every time I sit down and film? And it's like all spam numbers, but oh my god, I'm so tired. So tired. But all I have to do is go to class today for like 2 or 3 hours, so yeah. And then I'm just going to be home for the rest of the night working on this stupid paper. Like, I'm so over working on this stupid paper, because like, I feel like I picked a really hard subject for myself. I felt like I just picked something that I don't really have much to work on, and there's not too much research on it, so I don't know, I feel like I kind of fucked myself over a little bit. Okay, so for the lid shade, I'm just going to go in with my glitter primer. I think someone guessed this last week too, so again, this is something I use all the time, so no mystery there. It's the NYX glitter primer. So I'm just going to put that on my lid. These are just staple products I use every day, so it doesn't matter if there's a mystery makeup get ready with me or not. I'm still going to use them, so there's no point of really like hiding what it is when you guys are probably going to guess it anyway. So why am I applying this like a freaking mess? By the way, did you guys watch Game of Thrones last night? Holy crap, that was a crazy episode. R.I.P. Just gonna say R.I.P. to a lot of people, but for people who didn't watch it, it was nuts. It was really good. I thought it was really good. I know a lot of people are like saying, oh my god, it's so bad, but I really like it this time, and I can't believe next week is the last episode ever. Like, what? That's crazy. Like, I spent like the last 10 years of my life watching this show. Like, it's crazy how I've spent 10 years watching this show. And 2 years we didn't have it because it took this long for the new season to come, and now it's basically over. Like, we were waiting so long, and now it's going to be over. Okay, so for the lid shade, I'm just going to go in with the one that I have the biggest dip in that I've been trying to hit pan on for like 10 million years, and it's called Silk Teddy. So I'm going to put that on my lid. Oh my god, I forgot how much I love this shade. Still one of my favorite shades. Yes, my throat still is a little bit dry, and it's still a little bit winded from coughing so much. I'm still like kind of recovering from this sickness. I feel like if I don't get better sleep lately, I'm probably gonna like not get over it too quickly. But I haven't been coughing like crazy for like 2 days. So that's good. Like, I was okay yesterday, and today I haven't really coughed that much at all, so yeah. Just my throat is still recovering. Okay. Huh? Sorry, me and my friend are talking about Game of Thrones, and I haven't talked to him in such a long time. If you guys had possibly followed my previous YouTube channel before my own channel, I did make videos with my friend Mike on YouTube, and one of our videos went kind of viral. We had like 3,000 hits, and it was so much fun making videos with him. But I haven't talked to him in such a long time. I haven't even seen him for like a year. And we usually will meet up in the city like every couple of months because he doesn't live here. He lives in like upstate. And so it's kind of hard for him to get here. But okay, and then for the brow bone, I'm going to use the shade Heaven from the palette. This is basically the look that I do with this palette, but I kind of wanted to go back to some of my throwback palettes because I'm trying to like rotate my older palettes and my newer palettes and stuff, and I feel like I've been doing a pretty good job lately. I've used quite a few older palettes this past week. The Colored Rain, the Natasha Denona Star palette and Sunset palette. I've been using those quite a bit. Used the gold palette, and I used my Line Crime Venus XL, and I feel like there was other palettes and I can't remember. Anyway, it is freezing again today, like so cold, and I got this sweatshirt yesterday at Lucky, and I just couldn't resist buying it. I'm like, this is so cute. So I really wanted to wear it. I was going to try and save to wear it on Thursday to work, but I really wanted to wear it today. So I was like, I really want to film in it. So, but it's like 47 degrees today. So yeah, it's not really a warm spring day. It kind of like is a really crappy day out again because it was raining all day yesterday. And yeah, so now I'm going to grab my face stuff. Yeah, so to make this a little bit different than XO Marley's videos, by the way, she's the creator of this type of video. Please go subscribe to her channel. I will leave her channel link below. So now I'm going to prime my face. I did give her credit last week, but I obviously will give her credit again because I love her. And also because if anybody creates anything, you have to give them credit, of course. But she's my girl. So now for the primer, I'm pretty much going to go in with the same primer that I used last week, but this has just been one of my favorite primers lately, so I'm just going to use it. Hold on one second. Sorry, I had to tell my brother to walk all the dogs or he'll just walk Luna. Luna is such a pain in the ass, and my brother thinks that she'll only come to him to walk her because she'll like hold her pee or her poo like till the end of time, like, so she'll just harass my brother to take her out like 50 million times. And he's like, she loves me, that's why she wants me to take her out. And I'm like, no, it's because she's a pain in the ass, or she knows that you're gonna get up and take her out every single time. Like, dogs aren't stupid. Like, it's not because she loves you so much, it's because she knows that you're gonna do it. Okay, so I wanted to use like a lighter coverage. I mean, I am using a light coverage foundation today, and I wanted to use like a liquid foundation, but I was like, I was so lazy. And also because stick foundations are just so much easier to use in my room. They don't really make a mess. So this stick foundation I probably have been talking about recently for a while, but it's been one of my favorites. This is such a good foundation, and it's just so hydrating and light coverage for like a daily, day-to-day basis, and it's just been one of my favorites, so I'm just going to use it today. I almost used my Instant Age Rewind concealer today, and this foundation you can get at Ulta or Sephora. I believe they sell this brand at Sephora, and it's like a very hypoallergenic brand, and you can also find some of their products at TJ Maxx. But I did get this foundation probably like a month or two ago, and it's just been one of my go-to light coverage foundations. It's just so good, and I am going to be using more of my like lighter coverage foundations the next couple of days because I really don't need to keep my makeup on for too long because it's going to be a pretty boring week, honestly. Oh, before I tell you guys, like, more about my week, like I was going to say, I almost used my, my Maybelline Instant Age Rewind concealer, but Marley just used it in her video for Mystery Makeup Mondays. like just now, like I just watched her video before this and I was like, oh, I feel like filming another one. And I was like, I can't really use the same thing because then you guys are gonna straight up know what it is. Like, there's not one person who tries drugstore concealer without knowing what that concealer is. Like, that's a pretty famous concealer. So I was like, I'm gonna straight up give it away. But I did really want to use it today, but I'm probably just gonna use it tomorrow. Because I am going to start training for my new job. My first training shift was yesterday. Well, not my new job, but just like a higher position in my current job at Lucky. It's not really too much of a promotion, but it's to just basically put it on my resume that I was a supervisor and just want to get the experience and the manager experience. So just going to be doing that for a couple of months. And I told them, you know, it's just going to be temporary for probably till the end of August or even the end of July, who knows. Okay, so that's it for the foundation. Now we're going to do concealer. So I'm just going to use one of my Ride or Die favorite concealers, but I just really want to use it today. I haven't used it in a little while. Just want to shake it up a little bit. So this concealer you can find at Sephora, or actually this is only exclusive to Sephora. Not the brand's not exclusive to Sephora, but this collection is exclusive to Sephora. And it's a high-end brand. I'm actually using a lot of products that I don't really personally support the brand anymore, but they're in my collection. That's why I use them, like the eyeshadow palette. I don't really support the brand anymore, and then same thing goes with this concealer, but yeah, I guess you guys could really guess it from that. This is a water-based concealer, and it's just one of my favorites. And it's a pretty lightweight concealer. So anyway, what was I saying about my week? So I'm only going to be training tomorrow morning for like 4 hours. And I have to be there at like 9 a.m. So that means I have to like work on my paper for like the rest of the night. And then I have to be in bed at least by 1. So I can get up at like 8. And then after that, I'm going to work on my paper more for another like 2 or 3 hours. And then I'm going to go see my boyfriend, which I probably shouldn't, but I'm only going to see him for like a few hours. Like, I might leave early, like 10 p.m. Like, I'll go see him at 5 and I'll leave at like 10 or 10:30 or something. I don't know. I probably shouldn't. But I'm not going to see him after Thursday this week. Like, after tomorrow, it doesn't really matter when I see him because then I'll officially be done with everything that comes with schoolwork and everything. I still have to finish, like, the rest of my skills exam, but I'm probably just going to finish that in class after, like, people present their papers today. Or I might just finish it, like, tomorrow night or Wednesday morning, like, right before class starts. But I want to spend as much time as I can on my paper. I need to cover up these dang bags. Like, there's so many bags. Such big bags underneath my eyes today. So, yeah, that's going to be tomorrow. And then Wednesday, I just have to present my paper. And that's pretty much it. And then I'm going to see him after class. And then Thursday, I have training in the morning for like 5 hours. And then after that, I'll see him. And then basically, the rest of the week, I have to close at work. So basically the weekend when I have nothing to do class-wise, I have to close at work. So kind of sucks, but it's okay. It's for my job. So anyway, so now I'm just going to cover that. And then for the powder, you guys are probably going to know what it is, but it's a high-end powder. You can only get it online. And like I've said before, it's for a cancer cause they're like a very big charity type of brand. They donate to a lot of women in need, and it's basically my favorite powder now. I use it every day, and I love using it to set my under eyes. So, I was gonna make like a whole separate video on this, but I think I just might talk about it in this video. What do you guys think of all the James Charles drama? I am actually, not that I wish this on anyone, and I think that a lot of the stuff that is being said is kind of over-exaggerated, but I am happy that someone finally took his big ego down, because I think that everything that's happening to him sucks, and I feel like he's probably super depressed, but I think that he was very naive. He didn't really think about consequences to his actions. And I know that sounds like super childish and whatever, but I just think he didn't really think about his friends. He didn't think about Tati. He didn't think about how she would react. Alright, before I continue, I'm just going to grab the rest of my eye stuff. Okay, so now for... I don't know why this is here. I don't really need this Z palette here. So for my under eyes, well, we're just going to set my face real quick. I like to let the powder sit a little bit before I do my under eyes because I find that it helps, like, the concealer not crease as badly. So for the powder, I'm actually going to be going with a drugstore powder today. I haven't used, like, these powders in a while. I've been so hooked on, like, the Charlotte Tilbury or, like, the Giorgio Armani. And I did actually end up finishing up the Giorgio Armani powder. So you guys will see that in my products I've used up in 2019. But this is a drugstore brand. And it's a pressed powder. And you can find it at CVS. You can find it at Target. It's a very well-known brand. And it has like a whole line with this type of name. It has a foundation, a concealer, a powder, and it says set and smooth for normal to dry skin. So, and this one is in the shade 110 Porcelain. So hopefully that'll help you guys get that one. Okay, so I kind of am really lazy to do my lower lash line today. I don't think I'm going to do it. Okay, I'll do it. I'll do it. Let's not be super lazy, Caitlin. I kind of wanted to have a little time to work on my paper before class today, but I guess that's not going to happen. I really wanted to get up earlier before class. I almost dropped that. I kind of like played it off. I'm like, but I wanted to, hopefully you guys okay, you guys didn't really see. So now I'm going to take Nudie and Cashmere Bunny and just smudge those a little bit on the lower lash line. I kind of wanted to do like a pinky look today, but I've been doing like pinky looks all weekend because I did wear like pink florally shirts to work. So I kind of wanted to just do a more natural look today since, again, I'm not really keeping it on for like ever. I'm only keeping it on for like a few hours. But I just couldn't get out of bed to work on it. I didn't get up till 11. And it's like almost 1 now. I wanted to get up at 10 so I would have like an hour to work on it before class, but clearly I'm not going to have enough time. So hopefully I can work on it while my other classmates are like presenting, maybe. Okay, and then I'm just going to put Honey Pot on the inner corners. A little bit of gold. Oh, that is such a pretty color. Dang, that's pretty. Didn't realize how pigmented that is. I swear, the older formula of these shimmer eyeshadows from this brand are so much better than their newer ones. Like, they just used to perform like butter. Like, that's why they used to be one of my favorite eyeshadow formulas until like they started releasing their newer palettes. And then I just kind of had no interest in them anymore. But that's for my own reasons. Okay. Just feel like I need a little bit more. I feel like I'm taking way too long to finish my makeup already. Because I'm only on my inner corners and it's like 12:50 already. And I was like, I have so much time to like film today. So yeah, anyway, all this controversy is like getting to be like too much to keep up with. I'm just using the Chanel primer. You guys are going to know what it is anyway, so might as well just tell you. But I think that his big ego finally caught up to him. And he needed to realize that he's not invincible, that his subscribers aren't stupid, and that his bad behavior on social media was going to catch up to him eventually, regardless of how many scandals. Ow. Okay. At least that wasn't regular mascara, but I did kind of poke myself in the eye. I am happier when it's just eyeshadow primer, though, because then I don't get it all over my under eyes. Alright, so for the eyeliner, I'm just going to use a nude liner. This is by a really big brand. I really can't say too much about it. It's in the shade Risque. But this is a super famous, well-known brand. Everyone and their mom has pretty much used this brand. You can find it at Macy's, Bloomingdale's, standalone stores, the works. So if you guys know the name of it, it's like my favorite nude liner. Oh my god, I have like... I don't know what happened there. And it's still there. Had like eye goo there. Hopefully it went away because it's like still wet. Okay, and then for the mascara, I was trying to look for a mascara that I haven't really used in a little while, but I'm just going to go in with this guy. I think I just used this yesterday, but I'm like, whatever, I just want to use it again. So this is a drugstore brand. I pretty much only use drugstore mascaras now. Jesus, Caitlin, this is how I know that I'm so tired. I'm just so friggin' tired right now. I had so much energy yesterday. I slept so well, and then like today I feel like I'm gonna die. But yeah, let's apply this. It's a drugstore brand. It's the newest mascara to my collection. I freaking love it. It's one of my new favorite mascaras. And you can find this at CVS, Target, Walgreens, everywhere. They're a pretty big brand. And this is in the shade black, obviously. But yeah, I love this mascara. You guys should probably guess what it is. It's a silver tube, so... Okay, and then for the lower lash line, God, this foundation looks so pretty. I love it. For the lower lash line, I'm going to use the MAC. Okay, whatever. I'm going to use the MAC Extended Play Get a Black Lash. You guys should know what it is anyway. I was like, oops, I just said it. Oh, well. Oh my god, I'm so tired. I am filming a lot of Get Ready With Me's lately. I'm sorry, but these are pretty much the only things I have time to film right now. I did sit down and film an eyeshadow palette review like a week or two ago, so that'll be up right after this video. I mean, I don't have to post this on a Monday because I didn't call it, because I don't really want to call it that since that's what her videos are called. I just call it a mystery makeup Get Ready With Me. Okay. Not that there's too much mystery in mine, but whatever. I feel like hers are like a little bit harder to guess. I feel like mine, if you guys know what I use, you guys should be able to guess. Okay, so now I'm going to grab the other face stuff so we can finish off my face. Okay, so for blush, bronzer, highlights, I'm going to be using this like little palette that comes with a blush, bronzer, and highlight in it. So I'm just going to be using that for all three, just because I'm super hella lazy, and I was just like, I'm just going to use this because it works. So I'm going to use the bronzer in here. So this bronzer is pretty famous. You can find this brand at Ulta or Sephora. I had never tried this bronzer before I got this palette. It's a newer, this brand is really known for making a lot of cheek palettes, and that's pretty much your bigger hint. And yeah, I can't really give you guys anything else because I think you guys will guess. I actually really like how this bronzer is going on today. I usually don't love it too much, and I was going to use like a more natural bronzer today, but I actually really like how this looks today. Actually, I forgot to grab another blush that I want to like put over this blush, because the blush that's in here, and I can't tell you guys the shade name of this bronzer. You guys are going to know right away what this is, but it's actually making my face look a little bit glowy, and I kind of like it. Now my best friend is calling me. Sorry, I told her that I was leaving for class around this time, but I haven't left for class yet, so yeah, she ended up calling me. Actually, for the blush, I kind of want to use something super natural. I was going to use something kind of pinky tone, but again, I'm super lazy, so I'm just going to use one of my newer blushes to my collection. This is, do I want to use this? Yeah, whatever, I don't care. This is a like nudie type of blush. This is a very high-end brand. You can get this at Sephora. I just want to use something really simple. I wanted to use like a pinky toned blush, but this one works just fine. I wanted to use the Game of Thrones highlighting palette today, but I just find it to be a bit underwhelming. Like, I don't think it's that good, to be honest, so I don't really like reach for it too often. I feel like this blush is a little bit warm for the tones on my eyes, but it's just such a pretty blush. So I did just recently get this blush from Sephora. Okay, so for the highlights, I'm going to go back into that little trio palette. And I'm going to take the highlighting shade. This is so pretty. I love this. I found out about this highlighter from Jaclyn Hill. Oh my god, I forgot how pretty this is. Ooh! Oh my gosh. I haven't used it in a little while. I've been using like the Anastasia highlighters like all week last week. So I kind of want to go into like my older, well, my more newer highlights and use them again. But this one is just freaking stunning on the skin, and I love it. I was like, I just want to use it today. I was thinking about mixing it with another highlight, but again, I don't think it really needs it, because this highlighter is just so intense on its own. Let's go in with a natural look, but we'll use a super intense highlighter. I think over the blush, I'm going to take a little bit of like the pinkier tone blush in this palette. I'm just going to go over the blush I put on just a little bit. Okay. I feel like I kind of got a little bit of blush down here. Let me just see what my friend said. Let me just spray my face real quick with my Flower Beauty. Well, you guys are going to know what this is anyway. I kind of suck at these, don't I? And then for the brows, you guys know what this is too. It's the L'Oreal Brow Stylist. And then I just have to figure out what lipstick I'm wearing, because I didn't really figure it out yet. I like kind of stared at my lipsticks and I'm like, I don't know which one to use. But we'll figure it out in a minute. I feel like I'm kind of already over my lipsticks and I feel like I want new ones already, but I really can't do that. I gotta use what the hell is that? And I really feel like I need a new brow gel. I feel like this one's on its last legs. Alright, let's just figure out a lipstick. Jesus. So for the lips, I'm going to be using a pretty high-end combo. I was kind of torn as to what I wanted to use. I wasn't really sure. So this is available at Sephora or on her website. She is a celebrity makeup artist and she has her own makeup line. And I'm not going to tell you guys the color because you guys will definitely know what it is. But they're called lip cheats, and this is her lip liner. But I'm not telling you guys the shade. And you guys can probably see the logo anyway, so, and I can't really apply it without like showing you guys the logo, so let me just do this. I feel like the lip liner for this is a lot pinker than the lipstick, because it does have a coinciding lipstick name with the same name. Coinciding lipstick with the same name. But it's one of my favorite lip liners. Alright. And then for the lips, I'm going to be going in with another high-end lipstick. And you can find this brand at Sephora or Ulta. And it's in the shade Raquel. I'm going to apply it again like this. If I give you guys the shade names, it's a little bit easier to guess, so. Oh, that looks really pretty with this look. I just feel like I possibly, you know what, actually, it looks really pretty. I kind of wanted something a little bit more pinky tone, though. Excuse me. Sorry. My mom went to the supermarket like an hour and a half ago and she's still not back yet. She probably went to the mall too. She always goes when I'm not there. Feel a bit hungry already. Alright, so I'll show you guys the final look. Okay, you guys, I just wanted to show you guys the finished look. So here are the eyes, the cheeks, and the lips. At least this one wasn't as bad as last week where I was like coughing like crazy. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please leave your comments below on what you thought about Game of Thrones. And of course your guesses about what I used in this video. The last video, one of my subscribers like pretty much got everything except for the lip liner that I used and the inner corner highlight. She basically got like everything else. So awesome job, girl. I'm sorry I'm like slipping on your name right now, but I love you. You're awesome. I think it's Katsaza Springer. If I'm really butchering that, I'm so sorry. I just have no time to look up your name right now, but I love you. Thank you so much. So yeah, please like and subscribe, follow me on my social media, and yeah, leave your comments below about what you think about James Charles. I might do like a dedicated video to it. I feel like this lipstick is kind of bleeding already, but it looks okay in person. All right, I gotta go. I gotta go to school, so bye.